Hi Virgo, this is Paulette from Water Cherry Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your love reading for the second half of January. So before we get started, if you can like and subscribe and leave me some comments if this resonates for you, I really would appreciate it. The more you guys interact with me, I think the better I'm going to get at, doing the readings for you guys. I can see the cards for what they are, but sometimes the more interaction I get with people, the better I'm going to get intuitively. So you guys just work with me on that one and help me out on that and show me some love, okay? So let's get into your reading. Your main message is the voyage. You already have all the answers. So if you take a look, she is on a ship and she has a map in front of her and she is searching for a route. She's looking for where to find her way to her final destination. What this card has to do with is someone who is trying to find the answers that they've been looking for, but they're lost. It's a person who's been aimlessly looking for somewhere to go, but they don't have a clear-cut direction of where they're going. They don't have the meaning to what they've been searching for. It's like you're coming up empty in certain situations or dealing with things that come up that have no substance. And so you've been looking and searching for answers outside of yourself. But what's happening here is that you need to find the answers within you. You already have the answers, but you're just not looking within. So you need to, an advice is to find a spiritual mentor or give yourself a quiet time where you can actually meditate and tap into your inner self. And, the answers are there, but you just need that moment to actually tap into it. So in this reading, we're going to discuss how the person sees you. So it's pretty much how they see you in the past, in the present, and in the outcome. And so right now they see you in what I just described. They see you trying to search for answers and you're kind of lost. Not necessarily lost. Maybe like you're just trying to search answers about this particular relationship or where you're trying to go in your life in general. And so they see you searching for the answers. And so in the past, the way they saw you as a person who has been trying to heal and come back to themselves. If you take a look at the Queen of Pentacles up here, you are an earth sign, and so we already know the pentacles have to do with earth signs. And so you have been going through some things. I'm not sure if it was with them, but you've been going through a healing process where you're trying to get yourself back in balance to being you again, Virgo. You're trying to get back to being productive, to being giving, to reproduce in some sort of way, but you're just trying to get back to being you through healing. And so that's the way they see you. But they also see you in the past where you were in the Seven of Wands and you were just, whoever came at you in any kind of way, like as far as love, even them, they probably just felt like you're just shut off to them. And you're withholding from them. So either you guys were constantly fighting all the time, or you just felt like you had to protect yourself from them and how to do the healing work as well to bring yourself back into balance. So I'm not sure what they did to cause this situation, to get you to here. So in the present, how they see you is they see you withholding. You're withholding as far as love, emotions. You're blocking any kind of emotional support from them. Like if they try to give you love or affection, you're blocking your heart from whatever it is that they're trying to do, or you just blocking yourself in general, where you don't want to receive anything from anyone. So you're holding everything to yourself, everything that you have come up with your own ways of getting things, like if it's your finances, how you want to do things, your ideas, your thoughts, how you're feeling. You're keeping it all to yourself right now in the present moment. And you're also in the place where if you have to, you will be the one to pass judgment. So if it has to do with this relationship, the person of interest or the person that you're dealing with right now in a relationship, you are withholding from them and you feel like this is the right thing to do. And if it needs to go any further, you will cut them out. But you're in a place where you're thinking logically, you're not in an emotional state. You're thinking before you pass a judgment, you're trying to balance out the situation, trying to weigh it and think about it before you do that quick thinking of what you're gonna, what your final decision is gonna be. But for right now, you're withholding and you're trying to see what your judgment is gonna be in the situation, the justice that you're gonna give out. And you also have the Nine of Wands. And it looks like whatever it is that you're going through in this particular relationship, it puts you in a place where you just literally went through it. And so this is the way they're seeing you. They're seeing you in a non-emotional state. They see you worn out. They see that you've been through it. And you're just not at the place where you're lovey-dovey right now. You're just trying to keep everything to yourself. And so they also saw you put a good fight. If it's like concerning the situation with them, where you did try to fight for the relationship, and then you came out in this place where you survived a situation as far as what was going on with you guys. But they're healing. Again, if you notice, she's all bandaged up. She went through the war. She did put in a good fight, but she has that bandage on her forehead. So she took a good knocking, but she's still standing and she's healing. She's healing. She took care of her wounds. And so that's how they're seeing you in the past as well. You're healing and trying to get back to yourself. But at the same time, if you need to fight them off, that's exactly what you're going to do. And in the present, they just see you just withholding. Now, the way they're going to see you in the future, they see the Wheel of Fortune for you. They see the Nine of Cups. And they see the Nine of Wands. So how they're going to see you in the future, or and the outcome, is they're going to see that things are going to get better for you, where when you do the healing and you withhold and start working on yourself, getting back to where you need to be. And if it has to do with you searching for answers, and you go within, like I told you, if you give yourself time to meditate or find a spiritual mentor or get advice for someone, or even just go and seeing a therapist might be good. Just talking things out of the things that you're struggling with right here, because I see a lot of struggling in the past and in the present, and you're doing a lot of healing work. You're trying to get back to you. And so even the Spirit's telling you to go back to you. You need to look within to find the answers. And when you do, Virgo, you're going to get the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to turn around for you. You're going to get right back into where you needed to be as Virgo. You're going to be in your highest vibration. The Nine of Cups has to do with self-fulfillment, overindulgence though. So just be careful with that, okay? So, I mean, you might find emotionally, you might fulfill yourself in different kinds of ways. But you might be content in that moment to find things that make you happy, but overdo it. But you're also going to be going into the Knight of Wands. So no, I think this might be you. So I think they see you as being very passionate, going after the things that you want. And right now what you want, if you notice, he's facing her, the Nine of Cups. So once you start finding the answers within, you're going to be finding your passion back and pouring this over indulgence of love and desires, passions. You're going to be pouring it all into yourself, and you're going to be getting yourself right back where you need to be. You're going to be, they said that this is like the lucky card. So luck is going to be on your side, and things going to turn right into your favor. But let me just see. Hold on one moment, because I want to go ahead and shuffle a few more cards for you, because I feel like I need to. Let me see what else comes up for you as far as the future part on how they see you. Okay, one more. Okay. Yeah, so how they're seeing you is, like I said, they're going to see you making choices, logical choices. And there's going to be nothing emotional about it. I have not seen anything emotional except for the Nine of Cups, but this has to do more with yourself, not necessarily you doing giving to somebody else, but this has to be pouring more into yourself. And maybe they see it more as excess. They're seeing you probably shopping or drinking or doing other things for yourself that brings you joy, but they feel like you're doing it in excess. But they're also seeing you in the Queen of Wands, where you're just you're making logical decisions. You're not being emotional about anything, and you're being very clear cut as far as what you're thinking of doing in the situation, or what you're doing for yourself. And so this, swords have to do with our minds. So again, it has to go back to searching and getting the answers that you're looking. You're going to find it within you. You're going to take on that Queen of Swords, and you're going to find information within of what you need to do for yourself, either in the relationship or just in general. And that's how they're seeing you. I'm going to pull one more card, and then we'll be done. All right, so let's see what comes up for you. Okay, so you got the King of Cups. So if you notice that the Queen of Swords is facing that King of Cups. So the King of Cups, I'm just wondering if you might be dealing with a water sign, or you could be dealing with an air sign. But either way, it seems like you're making decisions based on love. So if you have been searching for answers concerning love, what's the best route for you, what would be the best thing for you, if you have been coming up empty, that means that there's been past relationships that have not worked out into your favor. Things haven't been going the way that you wanted them to in love, and you feel like you keep searching for the right person. But maybe the answers within has to do with you realizing that maybe there's some things that need to change within you. Or maybe you just know, hey, what's going to come up for you is you're going to feel like, you know what, maybe the type of person I've been looking for is all wrong. And I need to start from the beginning and figure out what type of person I really want, the person that's really going to work for me. But It has to do with making clear cut decisions when it comes to love. If you feel like what you're receiving isn't the right thing for you, you're going to find the answer within and you're going to cut it right out of your life. I think you're looking for something that is more of right here of this type of love. The King of Cups is a person who is emotionally balanced. They look for the person that they want to hand this cup out to. The difference between the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups is that he's actually has his cup extended. The Queen of Cups actually has her cup in front of her and she is focused on that cup. So he is willing to give it out and she's more focused on giving it to herself. So you're wanting somebody who's willing to give you the love that you deserve. The right kind of love. Somebody who's emotionally balanced and who's not afraid to love you. And if it's not falling under that, if you're not getting what you're looking for, you're going to make that clear-cut decision that, hey, you know what, this is not for me, and I'm going to cut this out. But you're going to make logical decisions to find the right type of love right now. And so they seeing you as healing, going through the process, withholding, being in your head and trying to figure out how you're going to make choices and decisions in love. And if this is concerning them, then they probably feel like, you know what, you're not going to be putting up with their BS. If they're not giving you this kind of love, you're going to make a quick decision to not deal with this anymore. But you are looking for someone who's emotionally balanced. But I'm just going to say to you, Virgo, if there's more depthness to this message and you know it, Spirit's telling you to definitely take your time to focus and find somewhere quiet and really meditate. You guys really need to meditate on what the answers are, because I don't know exactly what the answer it is that you're looking for. It's just showing what your partner is seeing, or your person of interest, how they're seeing you right now, and they're seeing you going through it or have gone through it, and you're just not in emotional place, like you're not making emotional decisions really. It's more logical, but what you are looking in the outcome for is something that is emotionally stable, and you do want love. But if you have to go ahead and just pour it into you first, and go after your passions on your own, then that's exactly what you're going to do. But definitely take time to get the answers that you need, Virgo. So hopefully this helps. Please let me know if this resonates. But you guys take care, okay?